Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are a subscriber, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about those of you who are interested in becoming an esthetician. I know you might have a lot of questions. I know I did before I decided to go to esthetician school. I was always interested in, beauty, makeup, skincare, so it was a no-brainer for me when I decided to go to esthetician school. So if you want to learn more and have me help you decide, stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back. Again, my name is Kamala Olivia. I'm a licensed esthetician, permanent makeup artist, and I'm a mom. So today we're going to discuss the things I feel are important for you to know if you're trying to make the choice of attending esthetician school. So the first thing I want to start with is do not go unless you're passionate about the beauty industry. If you're not passionate about skincare, I wouldn't recommend that you go. It's a very intense program, and for me, I'm in the state of Florida, and Florida requires 260 hours to be licensed as an esthetician. I know a lot of states require a lot more, and Florida gets looked down on for the small amount of hours that are required, but hey, I don't make the rules, okay? There's also a full specialist that you can do, which I think is 600 hours, so that's you becoming licensed as a facial specialist, aka an esthetician, and also a laser technician. So that would be considered a full specialist, and that's 600 hours. Cost roughly is about, I paid a little over $4,000 for my program. I didn't go to the best school, and that's me speaking frankly. A lot of people complain about schools and them not, learning as much as they thought they would. Esthetician school, you are taught the very basic. It is up to you to continuously educate yourself. So I took a lot of different classes outside of school: chemical peel, body contouring, permanent makeup. Prepare yourself for that. There's a lot of teaching yourself. I'm not trying to misguide you. I'm trying to give you the right information so that when you're making this decision, you have all the information that you need. In the school that I attended, they operate on what's called a rolling calendar. So every month they have a new class starting. So wherever we are in the chapter, you as a new student, that's where you are going to start. So it's not starting at the beginning and then working your way through the entire textbook. It's whatever chapter that is being taught, the time that you start, that's where you start. And then it continues until you complete that whole circle and you finish at the chapter that would be right after you start, if that makes sense. So what they teach you is pretty much sanitation, safety, obviously the procedures to performing the facial. So it's the bare minimum, at least for my school. That's what I was taught. I was like given the bare minimum of what to expect as an esthetician. I don't know if it's like that at every other school, but I know for me and my, the classmates that I attend with, like we were not really satisfied with our program, but we rolled with it because we knew what our end goal was. So whether or not the teacher taught it or, taught it well enough for us to understand or to be satisfied, we taught ourselves. It took me about 2.5 months. What I did, I was a little smarty pants. So what I did was I attended, because my class was from 2 to 6. So it's 4-hour a class day. At the time, we were doing online classes. So we only had 1 day of practical, which we had to go on campus for, where we performed facials. But what I did was whenever someone decided not to go in to perform their service, I would ask my teacher if I can take their spot. So I was just racking up my hours so that I can finish really fast because I felt like they weren't teaching me anything and I was teaching myself. So it is required that you complete your 260 hours. So what I did, I attended class during the day, and the morning teacher, I asked if I can sit in on her class so that I can rack up hours there too. So instead of doing the complete 3.5 months to complete my license, I did it in about maybe 2 months and like a week or something. So I finished pretty quickly because I just felt like I didn't want to waste my time sitting in class when I was pretty much teaching myself. So I studied really hard and I took the exam and I passed. And to touch on that, for your state board exam, we did ours on campus. So I did a theory and you have to pass with an 80%. And right after that, we did the practical, which you also have to pass with at least an 80% in order to be given your license. It was fairly okay. I mean, I knew what I was doing because I studied, I read, so I did well on the theory, I did well on the practical. Again, this is in the state of Florida. You need to check with the state that you're in, what their requirements are. I know Florida has the lowest amount of hours required to be an esthetician, and I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they should require a lot more of us, but like I said, I don't make the rules. I just follow them. That's kind of like the base of everything. Don't do it because you see everyone else doing it and you think that, they're making so much money and you want a piece of the pie. There's a lot more to the beauty industry that you can do if you're passionate about it. But if you're not passionate about skincare, don't do it, because it's not just basic facials that you're going to be doing. You're going to be thrown to the wolves, and I'm saying that based on my experience. You need to learn about different skin conditions, different skincare procedures that you need to do. You have to learn about different equipments. You have to learn how to use those equipments. You can't just, try to wing it. You need to know what you're doing, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication. So if you're not passionate about what you're doing, don't go to esthetician school. And I'm being as blunt and honest as possible. Don't do it, okay? That's pretty much everything, I think. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and yes, still comment even if you don't have any questions. I like to see all the comments rolling in. I'm going to keep making videos to help you guys out, because I know when I started, or when I wanted to start, I turned to YouTube. I researched, quite a bit before I made a decision, because I needed to know that the money that I'm going to be spending, or the money that I'm investing, is worth my investment. And it really is. So I want to do the same for you. There's a lot of information that I could not find, like videos like these. So that's one of the reasons why I'm making these types of videos, to help those who are interested in becoming an esthetician to make that decision for themselves. Okay, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.